Let me ask you something, sis. Have you ever felt exhausted, but your mind still won't slow down? Like your body won't relax, even when your life is technically fine? You might be successful, responsible, the one everyone relies on. You're handling your career, your responsibilities, maybe even building something meaningful in your life. From the outside, things look stable, but inside your body, something feels very different. Your shoulders stay tight to the point you have chronic neck pain. Your thoughts keep running, feeling like an anxiety cycle. And even when life slows down, you do not. And at some point, you quietly start wondering, why can't I just relax? What many high achieving and successful women don't realize is that these experiences are often signs your nervous system is stuck in survival mode. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 signs your nervous system may be stuck in survival mode. We'll talk about how these patterns show up in your daily life, why your nervous system learned them in the first place, and what begins to shift when your body finally feels safe again. Because once you understand what's happening inside your nervous system, a lot of what felt confusing about you will finally start to make sense. And more importantly, you'll realize this isn't your personality. It's a pattern that your body learned. So let's break this down. Most women who experience these symptoms don't realize they're in survival mode because survival mode doesn't always look dramatic. It doesn't always look like panic attacks or breakdowns. Often, it looks like functioning, producing, handling everything, which is exactly why this pattern can stay hidden for years and years. Your life keeps expanding, but your nervous system stays braced. And over time, that constant activation starts showing up in predictable ways. Let's talk about the 5 most common signs. The first sign your nervous system may be stuck in survival mode is chronic tension in your body. And the tricky part about this one is that many people don't even notice it anymore because it's been there for so long that it feels normal. Your shoulders sit high, your jaw stay tight, your stomach feels slightly clenched. Your breathing is shallow instead of deep. Sometimes you even notice that you weren't even breathing at all for a moment. Even when you're sitting still, your body may feel subtly braced, almost like it's waiting for something to happen. That tension is not random. It's a survival response. When your nervous system believes there may be a threat, it prepares your body to act. So your muscles tighten, your breathing becomes faster, your body moves into readiness. This is the classic fight or flight response. And while this response is incredibly helpful during actual danger, it becomes exhausting when it stays activated long term because your body never fully comes down from that alert state. So instead of tension appearing occasionally, it becomes your baseline. The second sign is racing thoughts. This often shows up as a mind that never truly shuts down. Even when you're lying in bed, even when the workday is finished, even when you're technically resting, your mind may start running through everything that happened that day, replaying the conversations, planning tomorrow, thinking about problems that might appear. Your brain starts scanning for what needs your attention next. And this is important to understand. A racing mind is not simply overthinking. It's often your nervous system staying in threat detection mode. When your brain believes there could be danger, it constantly scans your environment for problems. It starts to ask questions like, what did I miss? What could go wrong? What should I prepare for? This mental scanning helped humans survive for thousands of years. But when the nervous system stays stuck in this pattern, it becomes exhausting because your brain never receives the signal that it's safe to power down. The third sign is something many high achieving women know extremely well, and that is constant urgency. Everything feels like it needs to happen now. You move through your day with a subtle sense of pressure. You rush through tasks. You move quickly between responsibilities. And even when nothing is actually urgent, your body still behaves as if it is. You might sit down to relax and suddenly feel uncomfortable doing nothing. So you check your phone, you start organizing something, reply to one more email. And that's not necessarily because you need to, but because stillness feels uncomfortable. This happens because survival mode trains the body to stay activated. Your nervous system becomes used to a certain level of stimulation. And when things become quiet, your body interprets that quiet as unusual. unsafe. So it then tries to recreate movement, activity, pressure. And over time, urgency starts to feel like normal life, even when it's not. The fourth sign is exhaustion, but not just no ordinary tiredness. This is the kind of exhaustion that sleep doesn't fully resolve. You might get a full night's rest, but still wake up tired because the nervous system hasn't actually rested. When your body stays in chronic stress response, it burns through energy faster than usual. Your body is constantly producing stress hormones. Your muscles remain slightly engaged. Your brain stays alert. It's like leaving a car running all night. Even if the car isn't moving, fuel is still being used. And over time, that constant activation drains your system, which is why many high achieving women feel both wired and exhausted at the same time. The fifth sign is something many people struggle to explain. You want to relax, but when you try, your body doesn't quite cooperate. You might sit down to watch something or take a break, but your mind keeps thinking about what needs to happen next. You might feel restless during quiet moments or strangely uncomfortable when life begins becoming peaceful. And this can feel really confusing because logically, you know that nothing is wrong, but your nervous system hasn't learned how to trust calm yet. If your body has spent years living in survival mode, calm can feel unfamiliar, and unfamiliar again can feel unsafe. So the nervous system continues doing what it has practiced for years, and that's staying alert. Here's the part most people never explain though. At some point in your life, your nervous system learned a rule. It learned that being prepared, being responsible, being alert help keep you safe. Maybe you grew up in unpredictable environments. Maybe you had to handle responsibilities early. Maybe pressure simply became the normal rhythm of your life. So your nervous system adapted. It learned that staying activated was useful. And in many ways, that adaptation helps you become the capable person you are today. But the nervous system doesn't automatically update its rules when your environment changes. So even when life becomes stable, your body may still behave as if it needs to stay prepared. That's survival mode. And this part is really, really important to explain that there's nothing wrong with you. This isn't a discipline problem. It isn't a mindset problem. Your nervous system simply hasn't learned that it's safe to stop racing yet. And once you understand that, the goal stops being push harder. The goal then becomes helping your nervous system experience safety again. Because here's the good news. You do not have to shrink your ambition to heal your nervous system. You can still build your career or your business. You can grow your income. You can expand your impact. But success does not have to come from constant pressure. When your nervous system learns how to regulate, your energy becomes more sustainable, your thinking becomes cleaner, your decisions become calmer, and you can pursue big goals, without your body feeling like it's in a constant state of emergency. And that changes everything. If this conversation resonates with you, I created a free guide that teaches practical strategies to help your nervous system begin healing from survival patterns. Inside that guide, I explain what's happening inside your nervous system along with simple practices and journal prompts to help you start shifting these patterns. You can download it below. Because this year, I'm on a mission to help 1,000 high achieving women exit survival mode and raise their capacity ceiling. So if you feel like your life keeps expanding, but your nervous system struggles to hold that expansion, this guide will help you understand why. And if you want to keep exploring how nervous system regulation influences identity, manifestation, and the life you're able to hold, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Because once your nervous system learns how to regulate expansion, the life that once felt overwhelming becomes something you can actually sustain. And that's when everything begins to change. I'll see you in the next video.